It's Tim from Master Vintner here. I just wanted to give you an update on some of our long-tail projects. The first one is our extended Grapeskins aging, which we had two kits fermented at the same time using the same yeast, but one of them we fermented on the oak and the Grapeskins for a very long extended period, a little over 6 weeks. The other one we aged normally and racked it on the regular schedule, taking it off the Grapeskins after primary fermentation, and did everything like that. So we've got those two kits aging. I'm going to do an update tasting on them pretty quick here. The other one we've got is aging a wine kit in a barrel, and I have a Master Vintner Pinot Noir, which is aging quietly and beautifully, but it's time for it to come out of that very small oak barrel. So I'm going to start another wine, get it going on primary fermentation. I think I'm going to use a Master Vintner's, well, I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Old Vine Cabernet Sauvignon kit, because I want to put something with a real punch in there. Pinot Noir is delicate, light, and it's ethereal, and generally considered a more feminine or delicate wine, according to who you listen to. But I want to put something punchy and big in there, and see what the oak influence in the barrel does to that particular kit. So I've got that on the go. I also have some of the original Master Vintner small batch kits, which are up for a 1-year tasting anniversary. Going to pull those out, do some tasting on that. But the next big upcoming thing that I'm going to be working on in the long tail is with this Master Vintner limited edition 2016 La Philosophie Chardonnay. This Chardonnay is extraordinarily good quality. It's in the French style, it's got depth, it's got decent acidity, it's got a good backbone. But what I'm going to do with it is do a primary fermentation with some oak, and when that's done, I'm going to rack 5 gallons, 19 liters, off into a carboy to age normally under regular conditions, no alterations. But I'm going to put a gallon into a smaller vessel, and I'm going to age it sur liais. Now, sur liais is the French word for on the lees, or on the sediments. Why you do that is to get the flavor of the yeast as it ages and goes through its own processes into the wine. Now, that flavor of yeast isn't actually a yeasty flavor at the end of the day. What happens is, as the yeasts go through their aging process, they'll go through cellular death, and they'll do everything that things do. They'll rot. But that rot is great because it releases the internal contents of the yeast cell into the wine, and those are manoproteins and flavors and amino acids. They add a meaty richness and a big mouthfeel. They give it a big, strapping, smooth mouthfeel to the wine. That takes a while, but you can hurry it along by doing something called battonage, which is where you stir those yeast cells into suspension to keep them in contact with the wine. Now, I was thinking about this. The last time I did sur liais and battonage, I had the wine next to me in an office, and I went over every time I thought of it, a couple times a week, and stirred it up on a pretty decent schedule. And 6 months later, I took the wine off, and it was pretty good. But this time I'm thinking, you know what? I can take off a small amount, and I can put it on a stir plate, which is this majestic Maelstrom unit here. The stir plate uses a spinning motor with some magnets on it and a little magnetic stirring bar. They call it a stirring bean. And it uses the magnets underneath to put the bean in here. Let me show you. So let's just turn it on. Nice clear unit. Everything's fine. Turn it on. The magnet begins to spin around, and you can see all this cloudy stuff getting stirred up, and more and more. Now, you can leave this on. It doesn't consume a lot of electricity. It's very quiet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this La Philosophie Chardonnay, a 1-gallon batch, on here on the yeast, and I'm going to leave it on that magnetic stirring plate for a month. Then I'm going to take samples and taste them against the 19-liter 5-gallon batch that I've separated out to age normally, and see just exactly how that's affected the character of each of the wines. Does that sound cool? Then, when they're both done, I'm going to get them clear, bottle them, and we'll do some stage tastings over the course of the year. So that's just a quick update on what's going on at Master Vintner. We've always got new things on the go. We've got some great wines coming out. I hope you've checked out our site, mastervintner.com, and have a look at the blog while you're there. We've always got something to say. Thanks for watching. Remember, with Master Vintner, you can uncork something special.